Info 92.3 PH as the station. And before you know it, when it's time for the draw, who knows, you may just be one of the jackpot winners. Or you can use the USSD code star 347 star 880 star 6 hash star 347 star 880 star 6 hash. So hurry, do that now. In the next hour, I will be drawing for my first winner. And then in the last hour, that's the 2 to 3 o'clock hour, I will draw for my second winner. They say the blessings of the Lord makes rich and adds no sorrow. Children are the heritage of the Lord, and the fruit of the womb is his reward. Psalms 127 from verse 3 to 5. Like arrows in the hands of a warrior are children born in one's youth. Blessed is the man whose quiver is full of them. They will not be put to shame when they contend with their opponents in court. Why then do some parents, see their children as a burden or a curse, thereby abandoning them? Now let me share with you 2 interesting stories. I'll start with the one that may not be too deep, and then I'll take it to the one that is very, very serious. So let's start with that one. Okay. Some cases, you will read and say, how is this even possible? I know a lady who became a single mom to a girl child when her relationship crashed. But the thing is, the child is not her child. No be her pikin. It was the ex-boyfriend's child. She was dating a single father, loved the daughter like crazy. Man offended her, and she said make she vex by staying in her own house small. And the baby girl cried to follow her. On going back, man has packed out from his house, blocked the girl, that's the girlfriend, on all social media. Now the baby girl is a single mother to a child she never birthed. Nowhere to return the child to. And nobody is even calling to ask after the child. And it's been 6 months already. It's one thing to abandon your child with the baby mama. It's another thing to abandon your child with your girlfriend who is not the biological mother of your daughter. I begin to wonder, okay, let's go to the one that it is his biological children and the mother is their biological mother. Colleagues shared this with me about a woman who was dating a guy and then she got pregnant. It gets even more interesting. She didn't give birth to 1 child. She didn't give birth to 2 children. She gave birth to 3. Hold on. Before you go about saying the girl no get sense, you born the first one, you no rest. You born the second one, you no rest. You born the third one now, you can't dey call out for help. Guess what? She gave birth to 3plets. You need to see these children. Very cute, chubby, 8 months, 3 boys. Okay. Before you say, maybe it's the gender of the children. Maybe it's because they are all girls. Excuse me. All chubby, healthy looking. You know when they say bouncing, these boys are the definition of bouncing baby boys. He abandoned her some months back with those 3 children. What is his excuse? He said that the children, they've been a curse to him since they were born. More like they've been bringing bad luck since they were born. And so he will not live with them. He has run, he has gone away, and he's not coming back. In fact, one of these days, she got her sister station, to share her plight. Baba was listening from wherever he was, and he knew he was the one they were talking about. And you know what? He picked up his phone, used another number to call her. If you like, carry me go to the radio station. I need a come back. I had to ask questions like, what about her family? Say she's an orphan. She has siblings. They can't do much for her. I said, what about his family? Take the child to his family. She goes to the family. The family indeed acknowledged that their brother children. However, that if she drops those children with them, they will leave the house and run too. I say, 3 boys? I mean, is it not supposed to be a thing of joy? And then you begin to ask questions like, wanty no get. Getty no want. You begin to think of the so many people who are praying to have just one child, and someone who has been blessed with not 1, not 2, but 3 will consider abandoning. And I'm thinking the girl is saying, which kind of thing be this one? What kind of thing is this? And this, now we have triplets. It should be a blessing, Abi. Why did my own now abandon me and run away? In Port Harcourt, like in many other places, child abandonment is a serious issue with legal and social consequences. Child abandonment in a legal and social context refers to a parent or guardian knowingly leaving a child or children without providing for their basic needs, often with the intent of never resuming care. And this can include physical abandonment, such as leaving a child in unsafe conditions with any random person, dumping the child at somebody's gates, dumping the child in a refuse dump, dumping the child anywhere you can possibly think of. Sometimes you just walk into a church building and you see a child that they dumped there. You open your gate and you come out, you see a child there with a written note. We used to see all of these things in movies, but hello, they are real. What about emotional abandonment, where a parent fails to provide emotional support and nurture? In some cases, emotional abandonment can often be considered neglect or even abuse. Now, when you think about the many cases you've heard, some of us even listening, we had either one or both parents abandon us. So it's either our mother abandoned us or our father abandoned us, never showed up, or they both dumped us with one auntie or uncle somewhere, or one grandparent somewhere. We're forced to even start doing boy for some people. And today they never show up until maybe, just maybe in future, as we used to see in the Nollywood movies, we become something. Then they want to identify with us. Or maybe it's time for us to get married. Then they want to come and chop bride price. This is not movie. It's not the movies. It's not a movie. This is reality. And that's why in reality, I'm asking these questions on the sunny side today. From your perspective, what really are the main reasons parents might abandon their children? Think about it. Can a lack of support system for new parents lead to abandonment? And finally, what measures do you think our community or government should take to prevent child abandonment? I go over the questions again. From your perspective, what are the main reasons parents might abandon their children? Can a lack of support system for a new parent lead to abandonment? What measures do you think our community or government should take to prevent child abandonment? The numbers are 0817 923 0002. That is 0817 923 0002. We also have 0817 923 0003. Again, 0817 923 0003. Send us a message on WhatsApp. The WhatsApp number is 0809 030 6416. Again, WhatsApp and Telegram number 0809 030 6416. On X, we're at Nigeria Info PH, and Facebook page remains Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Remember to be brief, other callers are waiting. Nigeria Info, good afternoon to you and welcome. Go ahead.
Hello, good afternoon, sunny side.
Good afternoon to you. What is your name and where are you calling from?
This is Akuku from Abokeche.
All right, Dakuku, go ahead.
Let me tell you, sometimes it depends on the individual. Maybe that man did not expect such on his life. That's why he abandoned three children given to the wife at the time. He abandoned them and run away. Maybe he don't expect that. Even if he don't expect, he has to take it and call his people. Look at what's happened to me. Help me. It's a blessing to him. But some men today don't do normal on that issue. Even if you're not doing that one, if other ones are doing it, you see some of them abandon their wife, children and go away. Don't they go away? When the woman train the children back, they will come up to claim the children as one child, which is too wrong enough. If it is me, I will not take care of my father longer. Me, particularly, I will not do it. Let me stop here. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Dakuku from Akpokweche. Nigerian for good afternoon. What's your name?
I greet you, lovely sister.
I greet you, my brother.
Honorable Ida from Nkoro.
Ida, you're welcome.
Radio Man of the Year.
Interesting.
My sister, I saw one at Agri Road last week inside carton.
Inside a carton?
Carton, small carton, yes. Near former NEPA. If you know Agri Road very well.
I know Agri Road very well.
Yes.
Was the child still alive?
I opened the carton, but I'm afraid, you know, that maybe who might come and hold you, you're responsible, those kind of things. I just opened the carton, see, a child was breathing. I don't know how to go and call police. I just left the pikin there. I don't know who carried the pikin. Daytime, brought it by 6 o'clock. Say to me, you can like, I'm all out people. Look the work you're working. Most people, bricklayers, will born 6 children, 7 children. Then they cannot take care of the children, they abandon the children. Children are good though, but look the kind of work you're working before you born. Please, children are suffering. If you come to the street now, you're begging. The parents need to go and beg. And you're not supposed to be like that. Come to Waterline now, or Rumola houses, or come to Lagos Bus houses. To see them begging. Then their parents will be in one place. What according to what you can train.
All right, give birth to according to what you can train. Nigerian folk, good afternoon to you. Sorry about that. Nigerian folk, good afternoon to you and welcome.
Good afternoon. My name is I don't want to call my name, but I have a story to tell.
All right, go ahead.
This topic is always like it concerns me. I got married 2020.
You what? What was the first thing you said?
I got married 2020.
Okay.
With one young lady who have 2 children, 2 boys.
2 boys, all right.
Yes. Which is a marriage that there must be misunderstanding, disagreeing and agreed. So I never knew that my wife have another alternative. On March 23rd, we had a problem on 22nd of March. She didn't sleep in the house, and she normally do that. One of the little correction we got from the house. I'm not told her the way she behaves to me, all those things. I found out that something is wrong somewhere, and I keep on asking her, she don't want to tell me. So I had a problem, which we fought. She bite me, hit me, block my face, give me some wounds. I don't know where she slept. In the morning I waked up, I just saw the children, took them to school, and called her, look, I took the children to the school. She now told me that, look, that one was signed me there. That children will be there until when I came back from work. When it's midnight, I came back from work, I go and pick them. I thought it was a joke. Please, just give me time, please.
Okay.
I was in my tray. I went to buy fowl. Before the school now called me and told me that, look, it's only my children that is already in the school now. What happened? I said, madam, and I came and took the children to the other and called my sister. Till today, and I've been begging her to come back. She don't want to come. Sometimes she will come to the street there to come and see some of my neighbors, some divorcee, which I told her I don't want you to be neighboring with those women. I don't like their life. They are divorcee. She don't want to hear. But she will come there to see them. She don't want to come and see the children. If not just my children, me and my children will have a good relationship. We are just like a friend. They don't have like their mother's time. Even though she's in the house, they will tell me, I want to bathe, I want to eat, I want to do this. I will not refer them to the mother. So what am I trying to say? Just like what you said. People are looking for these children. So many people are in prison.
So many people have so many problems because of this child of 15, childless. So people just looking for only one. People can have it, and they don't regard them as anything. What I'm trying to say is this: not that tomorrow, when the children grow up, she will not come back or become something. I have children.
How long has she been away? How long has she been away?
It's getting to 3 months now.
3 months. So she just left, no reason given. She's not been checking on them.
When the initial time she blocked me not to reach her. Later I did come pleading, went to the parents. I began to reach her. So she's telling me that they're wasting her time. She's wasting her time. That is just with that she's too young. Just he's a young guy, telling he's not to 30. That she's wasting her time. She's just wasting her time, and she want to go and make money. Blah blah blah. But I know that because
so she's wasting her time. I mean, I'm sorry to say this, but usually the mothers are the ones who would want to hold on to their children more. I'm surprised that in this case she was okay with leaving her 2 children with you, the father.
Yes, I'm telling you, I don't want to come anymore here.
It's all right. It's fine. How have you been coping? How have you been coping with the children for the past 3 months?
We are okay. Just like what I told you, my children, we are just like a friends. We are just like a brothers and sisters.
How old are the children? How old are they?
4 years and 3 years.
4 years and 3 years, and they're all boys.
So people are looking for this child, please. People are looking for the children. And people are in prison because they want to birth child or they want to kidnap one somebody's child, those kind of things. Not that tomorrow she will come and claim that this is my child. You know what annoys me so much is that she will come to that street. She's scared to come and see the children. But she want to come and see her friends. Some of my neighbors, which have been telling her not to. No, I don't like
it's all right. Sorry for what you had to go through, and I want to believe that, there's this thing called the heart of a mother. Maybe one day somehow she doesn't have it. So her parents are aware that she left the children with you.
Their parents, even to my greatest surprise, my mother-in-law, I've been pleading to her. Even there was one long holiday. I told her, look, let me bring children to you. I'll bring money. I'm not lacking anything. Not that I have money, but I'm not lacking anything. We're living well.
So what did your mother-in-law say?
She was telling me, she stayed at Oba. Just go to your station there. You can follow there's one of the back road there.
Yeah, I know the back road.
You don't go to that place. Doing that, she stay close to that timber there.
Wow. I now get why he doesn't want to mention his name. I'm surprised because, hey, I'm not saying that women that abandon their children, but when you hear these stories, it's all of the men abandoning their children with the mothers. Let's see. Nigerian Phil, good afternoon to you and welcome.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Just like the last caller, I don't want to mention my name.
Oh my God. Are we doing this? Your wife also left you with children?
No. This one, the man left the children with the woman.
Oh, okay.
After the woman with the children, over years, more than 20 years, the children grew up. Later, they recognized their mother, abandoned this woman. If not for God that she was somehow touched to adopt a child of her own, because the woman had no child of her own then. If not so, by now, the woman would be left alone. You see? So, most times when these things happen, people need to learn from what has happened to other people. Look at your first narrative you gave. The man abandoned the child with the girlfriend. We didn't even be together again.
A girlfriend, not even the mother of the child, but his girlfriend.
Girlfriend. She will struggle now with the child, and at the end of the day, the child will grow up and one day say, "My mother," an abandoned woman who suffered with her.
Let me also ask this question, not just to you, but to every other person listening. There's this common saying that leave them. When the children grow up, they'll go and look for their parents. Do you think some of these children are willing to go and look for these kind of parents that abandon them without looking back?
Sometimes some of them go back and look for them, while sometimes many of them get that same heart which the mother and father had. They will refuse. So it's two-way thing. It doesn't work just one way. It's two-way thing. The only thing that whatever thing anybody is doing for a child, just do it. You're doing it for God. And allow God to reward you for it.
And allow God to reward you for it. I have some messages on WhatsApp. Jay Moore from Brad Hackett says, the truth is that I don't know why nature chose to give children to those who don't really know the value, while those who need it find it difficult to have one. And then this one says, right now, from Emoji, in my opinion, for the government to prevent child abandonment, if it's a male, he should be in prison for life, and if it's a woman, she should be flogged with koboko every day for 3 months, and then in prison for 5 years. This other one says, I once read in a book that if you solve the problem of poverty in a man's life, you've solved 80% of the man's problem. So I think one of the reasons why some parents abandon their children is poverty. Note, when I said man, I was referring to a man and a woman. Well, it may interest you to know that some people that abandon their children are not poor. Someone says, where is Mr. Zion? I'm waiting for him. Is he owing you? Now, this one says, have you seen the reason mothers are being celebrated than the fathers? In most cases, fathers abandon children from mothers. Sandy sent that in. DDW, the reasons for child abandonment could result from so many factors, from teenage pregnancy, lack of support from parents, or abandonment from family concern, terminal health situations, either from the mother or baby, shame from peers, the desire to hide one's past for future pursuits, or from a would-be spouse for marriage, and also rape. Either factor, it's evil. Beams sends that in. Nigeria Info, good afternoon. Nigeria Info, good afternoon to you and welcome.
Hello, very good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, I want to thank you for this topic. It's very educated. Actually, see, me, I want to attribute it to poverty, honestly, poverty. You see, young girls these days now, I used to advise young girls, zip up. A boy no get handwork, doesn't have handiwork. They do anything, doing nothing. He will come, talk this, talk that, before it will get you pregnant. If you come back in my riverine area, mostly where I am from, you see teenage girls pregnant, they just abandon, they don't care for them, all those things. I keenly listen to your discussions with the two examples you gave. I think if you go, I've been to Akwa Ibom. I don't know if you've been to Akwa Ibom.
I have been to Akwa Ibom several times.
There is a particular place, if you go there, you see a lot of children, abandoned children, just like that. Say they were accused of witchcraft. Their parents accused them of witchcraft. Dump them there. Anyway, my name is Onfre Menaso. I'm Menaso, calling from Okreka. They just abandoned them there, just like that.
Because they were accused of witchcraft.
The children are, they are behind their bad luck. They bring bad luck to them and all those things. Just abandon them, just like that, suffering. Sometimes the past governor, the Senate president, I think Gospel Apart, sometimes he tried to stop some of this, So I think poverty, young girls, I beg, make on a zip up. When the boy come to cycle, talk this, talk that.
But then again, excuse me. Some of these people are legally married. It's not a young girl, young boy something. A mature person like you will marry a mature woman, and then one day you wake up and say you are leaving your family or you're leaving your wife and your children. So if you say the young men should zip up or the young girls should zip up, should the married one zip up as well?
No, listen. If that one, I want to attribute the out of sheer wickedness and maybe promiscuity. That person is promiscuous, a woman. Maybe she's a whore, she's a flex.
All right. Thank you. We go to commercial break, and when we come back, we'll try to round up.